Tattoos have long told stories of identity, belief, and defiance. But across faiths, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, they spark heated debate. Are they sacred, forbidden, or something in between? Stay tuned as we uncover how these three world religions grapple with ink, identity, and divine command. Leviticus 19:28 says, "Do not cut your bodies for the dead or put tattoo marks on yourselves. I am the Lord." This ancient command was set against pagan mourning customs, yet theologians like Dr. John Piper offer deeper context. Piper is a prominent American theologian. He argues that we must interpret Old Testament laws through the lens of Jesus' fulfillment of the law in the New Testament. Others emphasize 1 Corinthians chapter 6, 19-20, which calls the body a temple of the Holy Spirit, asking, will this tattoo honor God? A popular Christian website, NewSpring Church, a Baptist megachurch based in Anderson, South Carolina, discusses this balance between Old Testament law and Christian freedom. A writer from NewSpring Church shared that her wrist tattoo, two intertwined lines similar to this one, symbolizes her ongoing recovery from an eating disorder and prompts spiritual conversations. Her story is used as an example of when body art can honor God. Jim Bergen, senior pastor of Flatirons Community Church, a mega church in Colorado, embraces tattoos as identity markers and has many of them. The church even hosted a tattoo wall with hundreds of photos of church members' tattoos. Both Bergen and his congregants have been known to get Me Too tattoos to remind others they are not alone in their struggles. In Islam, the Qur'an doesn't explicitly forbid tattoos, but in Islamic tradition, a well-known hadith curses those who tattoo or get tattooed. Common religious objections include inflicting unnecessary pain on the body, permanently altering the body, counter to viewing it as a divine creation, concerns about ritual purity, since Muslims must be clean before praying. Henna, a temporary plant-based dye, is widely accepted and used for celebrations like weddings and Eid. It doesn't incur these religious objections and is embraced across many Muslim cultures. Judaism historically uses Leviticus 19:28 to forbid tattoos, historically tied to idolatrous rituals or expressive mourning practices. Medieval authorities like Maimonides upheld the prohibition, especially against marks made for idol worship. However, modern nuance is significant. Holocaust survivor tattoos were forced, not voluntary, and thus not considered religious violations. In fact, they serve as powerful testimonies and identity markers for survivors and their families. A widespread myth claims Jews with tattoos can't be buried in Jewish cemeteries. This is false. Most rabbis affirm that tattoos do not disqualify one from burial or ritual inclusion. Many Jews now choose tattoos with deep personal and religious meaning. Hebrew names, Jewish symbols like the Hamza, or phrases like justice you shall pursue. Tzedek, Tirdoff. Marvin Moskowitz, a third-generation Jewish tattoo artist from Long Island, continues a family legacy that blends art, identity, and survival stories. Ka-Tzetnik 135633, Yehiel Dinur, turned his forced tattoo number into a literary identity after surviving Auschwitz, a haunting example of forced branding that became a symbol of persistence. Tattoo history spans truly global cultures. Ancient Rome marked soldiers with tattoos to discourage desertion. Maori tribes in New Zealand had intricate facial tattoos denoting identity and status. Egyptian mummies were found with fertility-linked markings. These examples remind us that tattooing was often about identity and community, not mere decoration. Tattoos can provoke controversy, but for many, they are acts of redemption, remembrance, or connection, survivor markers, faith statements, cultural heritage. Whether stained with grief or grace, the meaning behind the ink becomes what truly matters. Ultimately, tattoos aren't just ink on skin, they're stories. Whether banned or embraced in your faith, the real question is, why do you wear or avoid tattoos? Let's talk ink, identity, and faith together. Share your story in the comments below, and subscribe for more stories where faith meets culture. Patheos, where people turn for faith, insight, and inspiration.